Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Scorpio sun and Pisces moon in a natal chart. Now, first off, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm talking about is having that sun-moon combination in the natal chart, a Scorpio sun and Pisces moon. Now, the basic character, which is the sun, and in this case, the sun being in Scorpio, can be very resourceful, resilient, willful, intense, transforming, empowering, and probing. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon is the unconscious, and the sun represents the conscious side of the person. Now, with the conscious side, the unconscious side, the moon being in Pisces, well, person may be sacrificing, sensitive, compassionate, reclusive, altruistic, and passive. And now this may be another way this may manifest is that this person may bring that Scorpio intensity into something Pisces related, which can include boating, fishing, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, could be helping the less fortunate, doing something with spirituality, chemistry, or working with the paranormal, as some examples. The sun in astrology reflects our basic wants, and the Scorpio sun wants power, control, to transform, go beyond the surface and superficiality, see through subterfuge. And the moon is about our emotional needs. And the Pisces moon their needs are connected with relaxing. It could be attaining dreams, fantasies, ideals, and even isolation. Now, the true self, which is the sun, in this case the sun being in Scorpio, can be incisive, passionate, obsessive, and relentless. Now, the inner self, which is the moon, may actually feel inferior at times, can be forgiving, compassionate, and idealistic. And the sun in astrology represents our drive and motivation. And this person, the sun in Scorpio, may be driven and motivated, which is the sun, to make a major change or transformation, which is Scorpio. Now, it could be doing so, through something spiritual. With the moon in Pisces, something with spirituality, be idealism, with more inspiration, even more emotion. Because Pisces, the moon is about the emotions, but when you have the moon in Pisces, it can even be more emotional. Because Pisces is super sensitive and emotions, which can be really all encompassing. And on again, since we're talking about the emotional side of a person, emotions can even be very chaotic at times with the moon in Pisces. Now, another thing is that this could be, this combination of the Scorpio sun and Pisces moon can be more harmonious and auspicious if it's making a trine aspect. The sun and the moon making the trine aspect. And let's say, for example, the trine aspect in astrology is 120 degrees. I use a 10-degree orb if at least one personal planet is involved. In this case, of course, you have two personal planets that are involved. Now, let's say, for example, if the Scorpio sun is at 15 degrees and the Pisces moon is at 18 degrees, that would form a trine aspect. And you have a good blending of that Scorpio sun wanting to give support, whether it's moral, emotional, or monetary support. And then the Pisces moon, the need to express altruism, compassion, and to sacrifice for others. It would be, very good, combination as far as that goes. And also, this is a very, this could be an empowering combination, and it's being able to inspire others to reach new heights, because Scorpio, can be empowering, and they can really, help train not just themselves. I believe they could help transform others and motivate them to great heights in the process. And the Pisces moon, unconscious level, may be very, inspirational and help others attain things that didn't seem, realistic or attainable. So, um, anyway, now the sun in astrology, is connected with the biological father. And having the Scorpio sun, the person's biological father, may actually be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. Now, um, with a Pisces moon, the moon represents the mother in astrology. With a Pisces moon, the person's mother may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So somebody with a Scorpio sun, they may perceive, the biological father as somebody that's very resilient, resourceful, empowering, transforming, probing, um, and but at the same time may perceive the biological father as somebody that might be overly obsessive, fixated on things, vengeful, vindictive, jealous, or even manipulative. And the person that has and having the Pisces moon, the person may perceive the mother as somebody that's forgiving, compassionate, sacrificing, altruistic, compassionate, um, idealistic, but may also perceive the mother as somebody that might be overly passive, or reclusive, maybe deceptive or duplicitous and unrealistic and overly dreamy. Um, and the thing about this is, again, this is a very good, as far as the combination, working together. They're both in water signs. I mean, it could be, it could give great, sensitivity, on which, can have good and bad aspects to it, because, expressing sensitivity toward others can be positive, but being overly sensitive, can be, affect you to your detriment. Scorpio sun, even though the sun is the basic fundamental character, which, having the Scorpio sun, the sun being in Scorpio, can be controlled, but at the same, time, the person may be hypersensitive, and the Pisces moon, can be super sensitive and react to things in an exceptionally sensitive manner. If somebody is saying something, critical about him or her, as an example. So there's really, this is also, keep in mind, the sun, astrology represents our actions, and the moon is about our reactions and responses. Scorpio sun, may act in a way to resolve a crisis situation, deal with emergencies, and also with a lot of, passion and emotional intensity. And with the Pisces moon, moon again is about our responses and reactions, and the person may, respond to things, by sacrificing, by doing things, out of altruism, wanting to help, the less fortunate, doing, and also, but it could be with more, sensitivity, because Pisces can, energy can be super sensitive, and the responses may be very, have some inspiration in them, as well, being inspired to do something. It could be about rescuing to others. So this is where, how this could, manifest and pan out as far as the Scorpio sun, Pisces moon combination may go. And going back to, this is in trine aspect with each other, there would be, I would say, greater propensity and to have the biological father and mother being connected more and having more compatibility with each other. but a lot of that compatibility, of course, can be predicated and dependent on the individual synastry that the biological father and mother actually have in their charts with each other. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.